Left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Morfisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Coverage of the Nebraska State Basketball Tournament is presented by App Foundation Repair, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, Roofing Service Company, High Electric, Southeast Community College, Members-Owned Credit Union, Union Bank and Trust, Mosaic, Doane University, A1 Automotive, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, Platte Valley Equipment, and Supreme Spa and Pool. Now calling all the action from Pinnacle Bank Arena, here's Nick Sainer.
Welcome into this one as we roll on from Pinnacle Bank Arena, Class B quarterfinal action. Last two games of day number 2, and we will punch another 2 tickets to the semifinal coming up in a little bit. First up, it's the number 2 seed, the Platteview Trojans, at their 22-4 record, led by number 2 Connor Milliken, the 6'1" senior guard, averaging over 25 points per game, going up against the team just south of Lincoln and Hickman, Norris Titans, and their 17-9 record after they beat Omaha Roncalli Catholic in the district final on a buzzer beater led by head coach Jimmy Moats. Once again, Nick Sainer joining you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. We're getting ready to go here in the Class B quarterfinal. We saw earlier this afternoon, Omaha Skutt Catholic and the Crete Cardinals will match up tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. The winner of this game will play the winner of our nightcap between Scottsbluff and York, and the semifinal will take place tomorrow afternoon at 3:15 p.m. So we're about ready to get underway here from PBA. Go ahead and we'll step aside. We'll be right back with the tip-off and the starting lineups between Platteview and Norris right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
At Doane University, you can play a sport you love and also receive a world-class education. You'll learn leadership skills on and off the court that will set you up for success long after graduation. Doane isn't a place where you get lost. It's a place to get found, and it's a place where your future is uniquely yours. Learn more about the endless possibilities at Doane University today at doane.edu.
Basketball fans know assists are crucial to winning. The skill of setting up others is an art, and one Nebraskan team that takes art to a new level is Platte Valley Equipment. Their team always sets you up for land care success with sound advice and John Deere equipment. Platte Valley also always delivers low monthly payments. That's one assist, that's a slam dunk. Visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com today, proud sponsor of the 2023 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Hey, Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Hey, Joe, check out my new ride. Pretty awesome, huh?
Whoa, that's a sweet convertible. You didn't, win this on a game show, right?
Nope, this is all me and my pals at Members Own Credit Union.
Oh, yeah, they're the people with the great auto loan rates.
And right now, everyone who transfers or gets a new auto loan has the chance to win a $1,000 gas gift card, too.
Well, you know what this means.
Road trip! Fuel your adventure with an auto loan from Members Own. Restrictions apply. Go to membersowncu.org for details.
What does continuing education mean to you? At Southeast Community College, it means helping you advance. Whether that's a certification to help your current career or learning an entirely new career in healthcare, trades and industry, or computers and technology, SCC can help you take the next step. Financial assistance is available too. Learn more about our continuing ed classes at southeast.edu/continuing education. SCC, your path to personal and professional development.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena as we are getting set for tip-off between the Platteview Trojans and the Norris Titans. Platteview, the number 2 seed, the Titans of Norris, the 7 seed, as this one should be relatively competitive. If Norris can slow down, they're not going to limit him, but if you can slow down Connor Milliken, the 6'1" senior guard averaging 25 points per game. And then here we are, once again, getting starting lineups going. Nick Sainert joining you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. This is game 5 of 6 today. We'll have the nightcap between the Scottsbluff Bearcats and the York Dukes. Jay Foreman, the Husker Hall of Famer, will join me for that one. Let's go and get you the starting 5 first for the 2 seed, the Platteview Trojans, and their 22-4 record, led by head coach Tim Brodsky, making their 8th tournament appearance, still searching for their first title in school history. I already mentioned the 6'1" senior Connor Milliken. At number 0, a 6'1" senior forward Ezra Stewart. Number 5, a 6'1" senior guard Trey Mosman. Number 10, a 6'1" senior guard Alex Draper. And then the man in the middle, a 6'5" sophomore center Ryman Ziebert, closes out the starting 5 for the Platteview Trojans. For the Norris Titans and their 17-9 record, they are making their 12th appearance in the state tournament. Head coach Jimmy Motes will send out 6-foot guard Dakota Klein, a 6-foot guard Barrett Bosinger, a 6'2" freshman forward in Chris Gardner Jr., a 5'10" freshman guard in Alex Small, and then a 6'4" senior forward in Wyatt Wubbles, averaging 5 points per game. We're ready to tip things off. The tip will actually be tracked down by Platteview, who are wearing their home white uniforms with the red lettering and a little bit of black outline on there, or maybe it's navy blue outline. I can't see. My eyes aren't good enough for that one. Is now Norris in their road navies, obviously as the lower seed. So here is Norris. They take it away, and he steps on the sideline and going back the other way as number 0, Dakota Klein, took it away from Trey Mosman. And so luckily for Platteview, they'll get this one right back. Mosman inbound. Here's Connor Milliken. Passes left side. Now to Mosman on the left wing. Mosman steps back, gives it to Milliken on the left wing. Milliken drives in the lane, gets his pocket picked. Back the other way we go. Dakota Klein with nobody in front of him, and he lays it off the glass, and it falls for Dakota Klein. So Mosman up the floor. Here's Ezra Stewart with it. Crosses over, middle of the lane, stops, gets back out to Mosman. Now left side. Draper back to Ezra Stewart. to Mosman on the top of the key. 7:09 to play, first quarter here. Nick Sandert with you, Pinnacle Bank Arena. Milliken on the elbow, kicks it back out near corner. Now right wing Mosman. 7:01 to play. Long possession here. Mosman turnaround jumper, rattles around and out. That one looked like it was going to fall into the cylinder, but unfortunately for Platteview, it rattles out. So now Norris has a chance to extend on their early 2-0 lead. So inside, kicks it back out, right wing. Dakota Klein in the lane, layup no good, and Milliken grabs the defensive rebound for the Platteview Trojans. Going left side, 3-ball on the way, good for number 10, Alex Draper, the 6'1" senior, averaging close to double figures, just about 9.5 points per game. And so Platteview takes a 3-2 lead as Norris with the basketball to my left. Dakota Klein guarded by Connor Milliken, now top of the key. This is going to be number 32, Alex Small, the freshman. Left side, Dakota Klein gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans of Platteview. So Norris will keep possession of the basketball, trailing this one 3-2 in the opening minutes. Inside, here's Small on the perimeter. He hands it off to Dakota Klein on the logo. Dakota Klein on the right wing to Chris Gardner Jr. Back to Alex Small on the top of the key. Left side, 3-ball on the way. Bozinger sinks it, and it's 5-3 Norris. Barrett Bozinger, the 6-foot sophomore, gives Norris the lead with a 3-pointer from the near corner, and Platteview down by 2 here, 5:40 to go, and they throw it out of bounds. It'll go right back to the Titans. So 5:39 to play, first quarter. Norris with a 5-3 lead here early on in the opening quarter of play. Chris Gardner Jr. drives left side of the lane, and that's going to be a blocking foul on the defender Ezra Stewart. That's number 1 on Stewart, and the first foul of the game on the Platteview Trojans. So with 5:29 to go in the first quarter, Norris retains possession, and they'll inbound it from underneath their own bucket. Dakota Klein inbounds it here, top of the key. Here's Bozinger, mid-range jumper from the free throw line off back iron, and the rebound tracked down by the Platteview Trojans. Up the floor, Mosman in the lane, absorbs contact off the glass, no whistle, and he gets the layup to go. We're all knotted up at 5 with 5:12 to play in the first. Right side, Alex Small trying to drive baseline. Good cutoff there by Alex Draper, the defender for Platteview. Left side, here's Dakota Klein working on Connor Milliken. Another good job defensively by the Platteview Trojans and Milliken there. Here's Wyatt Wubbles, kicks it out to Alex Small on the left wing. Small thought about passing left, decides to pass right to Dakota Klein, who drives right on Milliken. Almost got his hand in the cookie jar. Now left side, Chris Gardner working on Ezra Stewart in the paint, spins. Left-handed finish, and it rattles home for Chris Gardner Jr. That's a really strong move by the freshman forward, Chris Gardner Jr. In the lane, Stewart, spin move. Great job staying vertical by Wubbles, but somehow Stewart comes away with a loose ball on the rebound. So Mosman now on the right wing, back to Stewart inside. Turn around, tough floater. It rattles home for number 40, Ryman Ziebert. He gets his first 2 points, and it's 7-7 halfway through quarter number 1. Left side, Chris Gardner Jr. He'll pop a 3, and Chris Gardner Jr. bumping up the crowd. The freshman gives Norris a 10-7 lead with 4 minutes exactly to go here in the opening quarter. Milliken on that left side. He crosses over, pull up, jumper, and that one falls for Connor Milliken. So we got a little bit of a scoring explosion here in the first quarter. 10-9 Norris, the 7 seed, up by 1 on the 2 seed Platteview Trojans. Dakota Klein with it on the right wing. Klein looking for help. Will hand it off to Bozinger. Left side, Alex Small. Now to Chris Gardner Jr. has 5 straight points for the Titans. Kicks it out. Small drives in the lane. Spin move. Dump off to Wubbles. No look pass to Gardner. And he is fouled, and going to the line to shoot 2 will be the 6'2" forward, Chris Gardner Jr., who's averaging close to 12 points per game. Already has 5 in this one after he got a nice little turnaround with a finish with a left hand off the glass and then a trifecta from the left wing. Here he is at the free throw line. First one, no good, so still 10-9. Number 3, Josh Bornschlegel checks in for Norris. Now front iron, no good also. as the Titans get the offensive rebound back to Gardner Jr. Small in the corner, now to right side. This is Bozinger with it. Bozinger on the right side of the lane, off the glass, too short. Gardner Jr. with the cleanup, and we'll have a foul down low called on Connor Milliken. So that's going to be the first personal foul on Connor Milliken. Norris gets the basketball back up 10-9. Here's Small on the right side. Gets it inside. Bornschlegel, 3-ball. Gardner rattles around the cylinder and out, and Platteview cleans up the miss. Rebound grabbed by Siebert. Up the floor go the Trojans. Draper with it on the top of the key near the logo. Thought about passing right, but nobody was home. Now passes left side to Ezra Stewart. Now Mosman in the far side. Kick out Connor Milliken, top of the key. Milliken through traffic off the glass, and Milliken makes it look way too easy as the Trojans now lead 11-10 with 2:37 to play in the first quarter. Small in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball. Bozinger on the way, gets knocked down, no foul, and Milliken grabs the miss for Platteview. Across the timeline goes Milliken, pushing the pace. Mosman, 3-ball, way too strong, and Small will slow it down, of course, as Jimmy Moats wants him to, and holds up his hand saying slow it down. And now here we go, right side, Gardner Jr., left side. Here's Bornschlegel in the lane. Bornschlegel kicks it out. Goddell is also into the game. He gives it back to Bornschlegel in the lane. Bornschlegel floater rattles around, and it falls. And Titans have the lead right back, 12-11 over the Platteview Trojans. Ezra Stewart takes a screen right. Not a whole lot of benefit came from that, as here's Mosman, top of the key to Milliken, 3-ball from the left wing. Connor Milliken rattles around. It was halfway down, and then it popped right out. So with 1:38 to go in the first quarter, Norris may have caught a little bit of a break there. Let's see if they can capitalize. Nice move by Alex Small. A spin move on the right elbow. Got him a good look at the rim, and he finishes with the right hand and puts the Titans up 14-11. Milliken in the lane, lost it, and that's going to touch the baseline. It'll go back to the Norris Titans as Milliken got it knocked out of his mitts and went off his right knee, touching the baseline. So Norris Titans basketball with 1:18 to play in the first. Into the game for the Platteview Trojans, Cale Wickman, the 6-foot senior forward. And so Norris will slowly bring it across the timeline as Dakota Klein dribbling the basketball back and forth from his left to right hand. Now right side. Here's Gardner Jr. in the corner. He has 5 points, top of the key. Bornschlegel with it. Crosses over a couple of times. Trying to get it to Dakota Klein. Almost got it knocked out of his hands. And now the Norris Titans retain possession. Chris Gardner Jr. on the right side. He's hit 1-3 already today. In the lane, Chris Gardner Jr. kicks it out. Bornschlegel. Bornschlegel takes a jump stop, kicks it back out. And they're going to call a travel on Bornschlegel. With 52 seconds to go here in the first quarter, it's Norris 14, Platteview 11. 47 seconds to play. Connor Milliken across the timeline. Milliken will pull up top of the key. Nobody picked him up, and Milliken makes him pay. We got a tied ball game at 14 apiece. 36 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Number 7, Norris. Number 2, Platteview, as the Titans have the basketball. They will hold it near the logo. This is number 2, Jacob Goddell, the 6'1" senior forward, holding it at the logo. Nobody is even remotely close to Goddell. And so Platteview is content with allowing Norris to take the final shot. Goddell hands it off left side. Now Dakota Klein with it on the left wing. Spin move. Klein with 5 on the game clock. Kicks it out. Bornschlegel, 3-ball on the way. It's good by number 22, McCoy Folkerts. And there's the horn. And at the end of the first quarter, the Norris Titans lead the Trojans of Platteview 17-14 here at Pinnacle Bank Arena in the Class B quarterfinal right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring is here. Time to make your backyard a vacation spot all year long. Above ground, as low as $27 per month. Stealth semi in-ground pool starting at $99.99. Cash and carry hot tubs like Celtic and Pure Spa as low as $43 per month with approved credit. Luxury spas from Bullfrog, Willis, and Stealth starting at $73.99. In-ground from $39.99. Spring is here. Supreme Spa and Pool.com.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We begin the second quarter from PBA as Dakota Klein and the Norris Titans have the basketball. Pass tipped out of bounds, last touch by Platteview. So Norris will retain possession. Sideline inbound here for the Norris Titans as Gardner inbounds it to Alex Small. Small will slow it down, pass it out to the logo to Dakota Klein. Now right side, Small back to Dakota Klein on the left wing. Klein, top of the key, Bozinger drives, floater, no good. Had a good look at it, and offensive rebound. Alex Small to Gardner Jr. turns around, left-handed finish, just a little strong. Tipped around a couple of times. Milliken gets fouled by Dakota Klein. That's a good call as Dakota Klein and Milliken were racing for the loose ball rebound, and they ended up colliding a little bit after Milliken grabbed possession of the basketball. And so with 7:26 to go in the second quarter, Platteview gets their first possession of the second quarter. 17-14, Norris out in front by 3 as Milliken has it, crosses over, lost the basketball, and that touched the sideline. Milliken struggling to hold on to the basketball here in the first couple minutes of this one as he's had a couple plays where he's got it knocked out of his hands, which technically isn't his fault, I suppose, but he's dribbled it off his leg, kicked it off his foot, and now here just unable to handle the crossover as Dakota Klein in transition, turnaround floater, sinks it. It's 19-14 Norris, and here come the Platteview Trojans. Ezra Stewart will cross the timeline. Stewart passes right side to Mosman. Now Mosman on the top of the key, bounces it left side. Milliken stops at the late free throw line. Jumper no good, but he is fouled on the body by the defender. So Connor Milliken will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Alex Small gets called for the personal foul, his first. So with 6:47 to go here in the second quarter, it's 19-14. Make it 19-15 Norris. Next one on the way, also good for Connor Milliken. And the Titans' net lead is now just 3 at 19-16. So Dakota Klein will cross the timeline. Klein, top of the key, passes right side to Chris Gardner Jr. Now here's Bozinger, dribbles a couple of times, hesitates, absorbs contact, tries to get the floater to go with the foul, unable to do either. So now Connor Milliken will bring it across the timeline. Milliken pushing the pace in traffic, and that's a travel on Connor Milliken as his shot was sent into oblivion by the defender, Wyatt Wubbles, and nice little defensive stop there as Connor Milliken struggling here early on, which is unlike him as he came into this one averaging over 25 points per contest. Here's Chris Gardner Jr., left wing, Bozinger. Great job fighting through the screen by Mosman, the defender. Now kicks it out top of the key to Wubbles. Right side, Alex Small, right in front of the Platteview bench. Small in the lane, kicks it left side. Dakota Klein may have gotten away with a walk, but no whistle as Dakota Klein passes it. Chris Gardner Jr., right side. In the lane, Small puts up a shot, no good. Fight for the defensive rebound, and it's controlled by Platteview. Up the floor, in the lane. Great hesitation by Ryman Ziebert. And he is fouled on the way up as Wyatt Wubbles, I believe, and Alex Small both fell for the shot fake. And so now at the line to shoot 2 shots, Ryman Ziebert. First one for Siebert, no good off front iron. So that leaves it 5:48 to play here in the second quarter. 19-16. Titans over the 2-seed Platteview Trojans. Second free throw, rattles around and down, and it's a 2-point ball game. So Chris Gardner Jr., the inbound, looking for help, finds Bozinger near the timeline. Now he'll give it back to Dakota Klein, who will slowly trot up and cross the timeline. So Dakota Klein dribbles near the right side. Klein finds Wubbles. Handoff to Small at the top of the key. Back to Klein. Klein entry pass down low on the right block to Wubbles. Working on Siebert. Now Klein 3-ball. Got it from the near corner. And he looks the way of the Norris fans directly behind us and gives them a little signal as in let's go. And Siebert turnaround. Nice little turnaround jumper by Ryman Siebert. Pulls the Trojans back within 3, 22-19. 5:04 to play here in the first half. Chris Gardner Jr., left side. Now they get a screen for Bozinger. Bozinger gets his pocket picked. Here come the Platteview Trojans. They do not have numbers, and now they get their pass stolen by Alex Small. Alex Draper was trying to get that pass left side to Connor Milliken, unable to do so as it was knocked out of his hands. And the Titans, led by Dakota Klein and Alex Small, take it away. 3-ball by Gardner, no good. And Connor Milliken gets the defensive rebound with 4.5 to play in the first half. 22-19 Titans lead by 3. Milliken pull up trifecta. Got it. We're all knotted up at 22 with 4:25 to play here in the second quarter. Left side, Chris Gardner Jr. Now right side to Alex Small. He gets a screen left from Wyatt Wubbles. Now Small will back it out to the top of the key. Inside on the block. Chris Gardner Jr. wants to go to his left. He's forced to go to his right. He needs to clear that lane. But we have a foul with the bucket as Alex Small got the turnaround layup to fall on the left side of the hoop. He is fouled on the play by Alex Draper. That will be his first. Now, I will say, great job being patient by Chris Gardner Jr. in the lane as he was defended well, tried to go left, then just tried to go right, unable to do so. So he just dumped it down low even farther, right underneath the bucket to Alex Small, the freshman. And Alex Small completes the three-point play to give Norris a 3-point lead. Once again, 25-22, 4:02 to play here in the second. So Milliken to get the inbound. He'll bring it across the timeline. Connor Milliken now right side. Here's Ezra Stewart, guarded by Barrett Bozinger. Left side Mosman back to Milliken. He just hit a three a moment ago. He'll pull up from anywhere. And now here's Draper near the logo. Draper looking for help. He's dribbling around a couple of times. Now hands it off to Milliken. Milliken steps back, crosses over a couple of times. Floater in traffic, too strong. And we have a foul called. I believe this one's going to go on Norris. And number 3, Josh Bornschlegel. That'll be number 1 for Bornschlegel. The 4th team foul against Norris. So both teams have just 4 fouls. Been a pretty well-called game from an officiating standpoint as Platteview has the top of the key. Ezra Stewart on the right side. Left side now Mosman. Takes a jab step to the right, now goes left. Dribbling top of the key. Mosman dribbling around the perimeter. Crosses over a couple of times. Finds Draper to Milliken inside. Ryman Siebert off the glass, and it falls by Ryman Siebert. It's a 25-24 ball game. Norris still leads by 1 with the basketball. They hand it off to Chris Gardner Jr. left side. Also into the game, Jacob Goddell back in it. He passes it left side. Bornschlegel driving baseline, gets Milliken in the air. Now Gardner floater, good. Right in front of the bucket. Gardner hit it over Siebert, and it's back to a 3-point Titan lead. 2:47 to play, second quarter. Norris ahead of the Platteview Trojans by 3 as Milliken drives, and his shot's blocked. But now we have a foul called on number 3, Josh Bornschlegel. That's his second, and the second straight possession that Bornschlegel has picked up a shooting foul. So 2:41 to play, second quarter, 27-24. Norris with a 3-point lead. Milliken Misses the first free throw. Milliken has one more free throw coming. And that one's good, so it's a 2-point ball game, and we have a Platteview timeout. It is a full timeout, so we'll take a 60-second break as well. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? Ep Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. Ep Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
You can play a sport you love and also receive a world-class education. You'll learn leadership skills on and off the court that will set you up for success long after graduation. Doane isn't a place where you get lost. It's a place to get found, and it's a place where your future is uniquely yours. Learn more about the endless possibilities at Doane University today at doane.edu.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you. 2:41 to go in the second quarter. Norris leads Platteview 27-25 with just a couple minutes until that break. Here is Norris with the basketball, working to my left, kicks it near corner, back to Dakota Klein, crosses over at the elbow, almost got his pocket picked, now does, as Mosman takes it away from Platteview. The pocket was picked by, Connor Milliken, and now we have a charge called on Trey Mosman. Mosman was asking for clarification, and they got a stern talking to by another official. So here we are, 27-25, after Mosman called for the charge. Nice job getting back in defensive transition there by the Norris Titans and getting set in time. Chris Gardner Jr. now left side, hands it out to the top of the key. Goddell to Chris Gardner Jr. on the right side. He dribbles, spin move in the middle of the lane, right on the Big Ten logo. Great find by Gardner. Finds Dakota Klein on the doorstep of the bucket on the left side of the rim, and he finishes to make it a 4-point Titan lead, 29-25. This pass tipped out of bounds by that's going to be tipped out of bounds by McCoy Folkerts. Folkerts hit that shot at the end of the first quarter. He knocks this one out of bounds. It stays with Platteview. 29-25, Titans lead by 4 over Platteview, 1:43 to play, second quarter. Draper, top of the key, Milliken spin move in the lane, working on Wubbles, can't get the layup to go, no good, and Wyatt Wubbles cleans up the glass for Norris. Here comes Dakota Klein, pushing the pace, 3-ball near corner, off back iron, no good, and we have a foul called on Norris and McCoy Folkerts as he tried to get over the top of Trey Mosman for that offensive rebound. Unable to do so. So with 1:25 to go in the second quarter, Norris leads by 4, Platteview basketball. Connor Milliken dumps it off to Mosman. Right side, Ezra Stewart, top of the key, hands it off Milliken, top of the key once again, working right side, absorbs contact, and Wyatt Wubbles cleans up the miss. They're not giving Connor Milliken any call right now inside the lane as he's trying to initiate and absorb contact every single time down the floor for the most part. They're not giving him that call. They're not bailing him out. As here we have Dakota Klein, 54 seconds left here in the second quarter. Klein in the lane, left side on Milliken, stops, turns around, layup, blocked by Milliken. Nice athletic play by Milliken. Great vision up the floor. Mosman, layup, good. And it's 29-27 with less than 40 seconds to play. And Jimmy Motes looks Dakota Klein's way and says, one shot with 30 seconds to go. I'm not sure Platteview is going to be okay with allowing them just to sit on the logo as Chris Gardner has it. Now left side, McCoy Folkerts now near the logo. Dakota Klein gets met out on the H of the Huskers logo by Connor Milliken. Hands it off right side. Back to Chris Gardner Jr. 7 seconds on the clock. He'll pop a 3 just off to the right. Milliken with 2 on the game clock It'll be a half-court heave for Milliken. Just short. Had a good line. But at the break, we got a good one on our hands. The 7 seed, the Norris Titans, lead the 2 seed, the Platteview Trojans, at the break, 29-27 here in the Class B quarterfinal at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainer joining you. We'll be back in a couple minutes right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
At Doane University, you can play a sport you love and also receive a world-class education. You'll learn leadership skills on and off the court that will set you up for success long after graduation. Doane isn't a place where you get lost. It's a place to get found, and it's a place where your future is uniquely yours. Learn more about the endless possibilities at Doane University today at doane.edu.
Basketball fans know assists are crucial to winning. The skill of setting up others is an art, and one Nebraskan team that takes art to a new level is Platte Valley Equipment. Their team always sets you up for land care success with sound advice and John Deere equipment. Platte Valley also always delivers low monthly payments. That's one assist, that's a slam dunk. Visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com today, proud sponsor of the 2023 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Hey, Joe, check out my new ride. Pretty awesome, huh?
Whoa, that's a sweet convertible. You didn't, win this on a game show, right?
Nope, this is all me and my pals at Members Own Credit Union.
Oh, yeah, they're the people with the great auto loan rates.
And right now, everyone who transfers or gets a new auto loan has the chance to win a $1,000 gas gift card, too.
Well, you know what this means.
Road trip! Fuel your adventure with an auto loan from Members Own. Restrictions apply. Go to membersowncu.org for details.
What does continuing education mean to you? At Southeast Community College, it means helping you advance. Whether that's a certification to help your current career or learning an entirely new career in healthcare, trades and industry, or computers and technology, SCC can help you take the next step. Financial assistance is available too. Learn more about our continuing ed classes at southeast.edu/continuing education. SCC, your path to personal and professional development.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Spring is here. Time to make your backyard a vacation spot all year long. Above grounds as low as $27 per month. Stealth semi in-ground pool starting at $99.99. Cash and carry hot tubs like Celtic and Pure Spa as low as $43 per month with approved credit. Luxury spas from Bullfrog, Wellness, and Stealth starting at $73.99. In-grounds from $39.99. Spring is here. SupremeSpaAndPool.com.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
At Mosaic, we build a caring company for the people we serve in our workforce. You can be a part of it. Mosaic supports people with intellectual and developmental disabilities and other diverse needs to choose where they live, with whom they live, and how they spend their days. That is empowerment. Do you know someone who could use that type of support? You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit mosaicinfo.org. That's MOSAICINFO.org.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. It's halftime here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. 29-27, the 7th seed. The Norris Titans lead the 2 seed, the Platteview Trojans, at the break by 2. In a really interesting first half. Connor Milliken averages 25 points a game, and out of the 27 Trojans points, he has 13 of them. So if without Connor Milliken, or even just a halfway effort from Connor Milliken, this game could look drastically different. But when you look at Norris up and down their roster, they're really fascinating because, yes, Dakota Klein is a senior, but other than that, Barrett Bosinger's coming back. Bornschlegel's coming back. Chris Gardner Jr. is just a freshman. Alex Small is just a freshman. McCoy Folkert's just a freshman. So when you look at kind of what Norris could have coming back in the next couple seasons, man, the future is real bright for the Norris Titans, who are, once again, like I said, lead at the break 29-27. And just for this halftime, we're going to bring in Jay Foreman, who is watching from the sidelines. Jay, man, 29-27, the 7th seed on top of the 2 seed. Yeah. What did you see in the first half from the stands?
First of all, it's 2 high-quality teams. And when you're in the state, tournament, everybody's good. And so, Platteview came in as the number 2 seed, but I think Norris is a little bit battle-tested. They're extremely young. But these guys are not playing scared. They hit some big-time shots. Both of them take care of the ball. And I also think, to be honest with you, Nick, without the shot clock, I keep saying it in Class B, it lessens the gap of a blowout because you can slow down runs. And so you see Platteview, they're obviously a little bit older, obviously a little bit bigger in size. But the emergence of Junior Gardner is obviously, you can't go without saying. Then you got Alex Small and McCoy Folker's 3 freshmen, all of grown up playing together ever since they were 2nd, 3rd grade. So you see the continuity there, you see the toughness. So it's going to go right down to the to the end. And the one thing I will say is a lot of those kids on Norris either played with each other or against each other for a very long time, and then went out and played in some high level club tournament. So this stage isn't too big for them. But then Platteview, I think what they're going to try to do is make some adjustments. Get Junior Gardner off his spot. They're doing it, because once he gets his ball in his hands, he's able to either score effectively around the rim, but then everybody's cutting off him. So it's kind of like he is the foundation or the figurehead of this whole offense. So they're going to have to make adjustments to get Norris to speed up a little bit too. Norris is way too comfortable in their offense. Give them credit, because they have a good game plan. but Platteview likes to get it up and down. So you got to get Norris out, out of their realm, and they're playing pretty good. They're playing dang near close to perfect for a young team on this big stage. There's got to be nerves. I know I'm nervous for them. I know I know those three. I don't have a chance in any way to play, but I'm nervous for them. But they've handled it tremendously, and so the second half is going to be huge. Will the experience of Platteview take over the youth, or are they so young they just don't know any better?
Thankfully for all of us, we don't have to see you try to break some ankles out on the floor.
I would get my ankle broke.
I don't know if you still have it.
I don't have it anymore. Right. I'm not one of these guys.
I appreciate that. That's
I'm not going to get on the radio or on this game and say I still have it. Gravity is taking over. I am now a Land Rover. Okay, I do not have any explosiveness, any quickness. I can shoot a couple free throws or something like that, but I will hit a half court shot.
Unlike Strick.
But
watch out once again.
It's going to be interesting to see what Platteview does, because everything they did in game, Norris had to answer for. So do they try to be more physical, pound it inside, take away that quickness of Norris? Because look, Norris had their point guard jumping center. They have a 6'4" center. The point guard jump center. So do you try to get an inside and be effective, kind of slow them, kind of like a body blow. But if they keep playing the same way, I think it plays right into a young, youthful Norris team.
Once again, that's Jay Foreman. Jay, you're going to join me for the 7:45 game.
Yeah.
There's a really good crowd on hand here already at PBA. Student section starting to fill in.
We might have a replica last night.
It's going to be a good one.
WWF, York, Scotts Bluff.
Yeah.
Hey, blood or no foul. Blood or no foul.
I'm not sure we can play that way.
I'm
not sure we can play that way.
They're going to play that way.
I guess so.
Hey, if you ain't bleeding, don't even look
Keep
at
playing.
the Keep playing. Yeah.
Thanks,
It's
Jay.
going to be a full-fledged steel cage match, man.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, man.
That's Jay Foreman. He's going to go watch the game from the seats. We're getting ready to start halftime here. It's 22 seconds or so until the third quarter commences. 29-27. Norris with a 2-point advantage over the Platteview Trojans. So the normal 5 out there for Platteview. It'll be Mosman, Stewart, Draper, Ziebert, and then, of course, Connor Milliken. Same starting 5 out there for Norris as well. Dakota Klein, Alex Small, Chris Gardner Jr., and Barrett Bosinger. So now here's Stewart. Top of the key, Milliken. They hand it off. Long 2 on the way. Connor Milliken sinks it. We're all tied up. 29-29. Just underway here in the third quarter. Milliken now has 15. So now Dakota Klein left side. Chris Gardner Jr. in the lane. Spin move. Floater, good. That's way too easy for a freshman with a nice experienced move. And it's back to a 2-point Norris lead, 31-29. Just over 7 minutes to go here. Third quarter, Platteview with it. Left side, this is Ziebert. They got to get the ball inside to Ziebert a little bit more. Now he drives in the lane off the glass. It falls right on cue, making me look like the smartest person alive as Ryman Ziebert gets the 2 to fall, and back to a 31-31 ball game. As Gardner drives in the lane, working on Stewart. Nice physical play there. Has to back it out to the perimeter. Alex Small entry pass to Wyatt Wubbles, working on Ziebert. Wubbles fakes left, goes right, no good. Just a little too strong on the turnaround jumper. And he gives up the defensive rebound as well to Ezra Stewart. So Mosman will bring it on the top of the key. Now left side Draper, bounce pass into the near corner to Ziebert. Finds it to Milliken directly in front of us, who barely grabbed that pass as Small almost got in the passing lane. Right wing, now top of the key, Milliken, guarded by Alex Small. Milliken drives left, and that's going to be a moving screen on Ezra Stewart. That's a tough call, but as we've seen multiple times, if you are Milliken or the ball handler there, you have to allow that screen enough time to get still. And then nice job by Norris and Alex Small of kind of blowing it up a little bit, making it look a little more physical than it probably was. And Norris gets the basketball back. So Wyatt Wubbles on the elbow, kicks it out. Chris Gardner Jr. drives on the left side on Stewart, now backs down. Pass inside is going to be taken away by Milliken. Now bodies on the floor. Loose ball. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Titans of Norris and Gardner Jr. So Platteview basketball. We're all knotted up at 31, 6:05 to play here in the third quarter. Nick Sainert coming at you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. as Milliken crosses the timeline. Milliken dribbles to the right. Now driving. Milliken in the lane. Layup good, and Platteview has a 2-point lead. Put Milliken's total up to 17 points on the night. And now with 5:46 to go, Dakota Klein in the lane. No good on the layup. Missed opportunity. Rebound. Karams out to the perimeter where they give it to Connor Milliken. Now who will cross over across the timeline. Milliken pull up three. Good for Connor Milliken. And it's a 5-point Platteview lead. And now if you're Jimmy Moats, you want to call a timeout. And that's going to be a full timeout for Jimmy Moats and company as Connor Milliken now has 20. That is going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a 60-second break with them. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
At Doane University, you can play a sport you love and also receive a world-class education. You'll learn leadership skills on and off the court that will set you up for success long after graduation. Doane isn't a place where you get lost. It's a place to get found, and it's a place where your future is uniquely yours. Learn more about the endless possibilities at Doane University today at doane.edu.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
5:27 on the clock here in the third quarter. 36-31. Platteview out in front by 5. Thanks to a couple of big shots by Connor Milliken. Pass out to the left side. Here's Bornschlegel with it to Wyatt Wubbles. Wubbles backing down on Siebert. Trying to kick it out. Spin move. Turnaround jumper. Good. What a tough shot by Wyatt Wubbles. As he gets it to fall, 5:06 to play, third quarter, 36-33 Platteview. Mosman, Milliken running around without the ball. Now Milliken pull up three ball, just a little strong. Good box out by Wubbles on Siebert. And the Norris Titans get the miss. They will bring it across the timeline as Bornschlegel stops, hesitates, stops, shot fake, layup, rattles around and out. Loose ball goes back to Bornschlegel in the near corner. Now the Titans get another crack at it. Wubbles on the right block, working on Siebert. Wubbles, pass fake, now passes far corner, three ball, just short for Bozinger. Saved in bounds and now out of bounds. Last touch by the Norris Titans. Barrett Bozinger missed a good look at a three there, but just unable to put enough power behind that. So with 4.5 to play in the third quarter, it's 36-33 Platteview over Norris, and Platteview has the ball. Now pass left side to Ezra Stewart. Mosman at the top of the key. Takes one dribble, gives it to Draper. Draper crosses over. Pass to Mosman on the left side. Now back to Stewart. Inside pass almost knocked away, and now they're going to call a foul on Wyatt Wubbles. So Wyatt Wubbles gets called for the foul, his second, the first team foul on Norris of the third quarter. 36-33 inbound pass rather. It gets it inside, now down low on the block. Here's Siebert working on Wubbles. Layup too short, and Wubbles with a nice little defensive stand there for Norris. Working on Ryman Siebert. Up the floor, Gardner in the lane. That's a charge on Chris Gardner. It's going to be number 1 on Chris Gardner Jr. And so Platteview catches another break here as they draw a charge. And Connor Milliken brings it across the timeline. Right side, now top of the key, Draper. Milliken running around, gets met up by Chris Gardner Jr. They're trying to keep Bornschlegel on it and swatted out of bounds by Wyatt Wubbles. Wubbles swatted that one over the top of the camera, sitting behind the bucket. Platteview retains possession. Now Milliken in the lane. Milliken layup good as he just continues to fight through traffic. And it's 38-33, Platteview with the 5-point lead. Now into the game once again, McCoy Folkerts for Norris, just another one of their freshmen that sees significant playing time in the lane. Gardner Jr. layup, no good, but he is fouled by Ezra Stewart. Ezra Stewart was a little confused by what he did for the foul, but head coach Tim Brodsky is saying he just broke verticality a little bit. It happens. So now first free throw by Gardner Jr., no good. 3:21 to play. Third quarter, 38-33. Norris trails by 5. And the second free throw also no good. So 2 big misses there that could have cut it to a 1-possession game. Instead, we find ourselves at a 5-point differential. Milliken in the lane, kicks it out. Stewart near corner, drives in the lane. Stewart back out, top of the key. Mosman 3, rattles around and out. And the defensive rebound goes to Barrett Bozinger, who pushes the pace up the floor. Left side, here's Folkerts, cross court, Schlegel. Left side, now Bozinger, 3 ball on the way, short. And Siebert gets the defensive rebound. Milliken across half court, has it at the top of the key, gets a screen right from Siebert, now backs it out near the timeline. Milliken on the right wing, bounces it, Siebert. They're running Mosman away from the ball. Now back to Milliken on the right wing, guarded by Born-Schlegel. Milliken in the lane, turn around. Whoa, no good on the jumper. And Norris corrals the miss. Here's McCoy Folkerts. He hit that 3 at the end of that first quarter. Now McCoy Folkerts gives it to Gardner Jr., to Gottel. Right side, Born-Schlegel gets the screen left, crosses over, working on Milliken, turns around, kicks it out. Gottel at the elbow on the left side, entry pass on the right block to Gardner Jr. He finishes with the right hand. What a move by Chris Gardner Jr. So with 1:59 to play in the third, it's a 3-point ball game. Stewart drives, turns around, stops. Kept his right pivot foot. Nice job dishing it back out to Milliken on the top of the key. Now Milliken dribbles the right side, gives it to Draper. Pull up, long 2. Off back iron, no dice. And Norris cleans up the miss once again. Pushing the tempo is Folkerts in the lane. Floater over the top of Siebert is no good. And here comes the Platteview Trojans in the lane. Mosman 1 gets the layup to fall. Trey Mosman. He'll go line to shoot one more with the Trojans up 40-35. That foul goes on number 3, Josh Born-Schlegel. That's going to be number 3 on Born-Schlegel.
The best is good by Trey Mosman. Look at the line.
So Trey Mosman at the line to shoot 1. Number 30, Keegan Staubby, is getting ready to check back in as Mosman's free throw no good, and Gatto gets the defensive rebound for Norris. So here is Dakota Klein on the right side, top of the key. Gatto left side now, small. Fakes right, goes left, drives right on Mosman, kicks it back out. Gatto. Now Dakota Klein, left side. Klein on the lane. Spins around, goes right into the defender, initiates contact, and that foul is going to go on Cale Wickman. That will be number 1 on Wickman. But going to the line to shoot 2 shots will be number 0, Dakota Klein. Klein's free throw on the way, off front iron. Klein's second one is good, so it's 40-36. Norris down by 4 to Platteview. Right side, inside, Siebert on the right side gets doubled. Now pass unable to be handled for a moment by Wickman. Gets it to Draper. Draper passes right side, Wickman on the right wing. We're under a minute to go in the third quarter. Pull up 3, good by nobody else but number 2, Connor Milliken. As Dakota Klein has it on the right side. Now left side, Chris Gardner Jr., 43-36. It's a 7-point ball game in favor of Platteview. Norris with the basketball. Gardner Jr. will bounce it out to the perimeter. Now Goddell with 31 seconds on the game clock. They're probably just going to hold for the final shot. Goddell with nobody within 5 yards of him. Just going to let him have the basketball here with 17 seconds on the game clock here in the third quarter. Now Goddell and company will go to work. Here's McCoy Fulkerts, 7 seconds, crosses over. Fulkerts, spin move in the lane, fadeaway floater, no good, but he is fouled. Fouled on the play there by number 30, Keegan Stobie. And just as quick as Stobie checked in, Stobie's going to check out. Coming into the game here in between free throws will be number 0, Ezra Stewart, and number 5, Trey Mosman. But at the line to shoot 2 for Norris, McCoy Fulkerts connects on the first. The freshman, number 22, McCoy Fulkerts. Also out of the game for Platteview, number 11, Cale Wickman will take a seat. 3.7 seconds to go here in the third quarter, 43-37. Platteview with a 6-point advantage. Fulkert's second free throw rattles around and down. It's a 5-point ball game. Here's Mosman, half-court heave, going to be way off target. And at the end of the third quarter, your score here in the Class B quarterfinal, the Platteview Trojans 43 and the 7th seed, the Norris Titans 38. We got a good one on our hands, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the start of the fourth quarter coming up in a moment right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Basketball fans know assists are crucial to winning. The skill of setting up others is an art, and one Nebraskan team that takes art to a new level is Platte Valley Equipment. Their team always sets you up for land care success with sound advice and John Deere equipment. Platte Valley also always delivers low monthly payments. That's one assist, that's a slam dunk. Visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com today, proud sponsor of the 2023 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Start of the fourth quarter, Nick Sainert with you at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Norris basketball to begin things. They're down by 5. Gardner Jr. kicks it out. Wyatt Wubbles back to Gardner Jr. on the right side. Wubbles didn't know the pass was coming back to him, but luckily for the Titans, Dakota Klein gets it back on the perimeter. Dakota Klein with it, guarded by Milliken. Goes left, now has to back it out to Chris Gardner Jr. Gardner Jr. in the lane, spin move, fading away, off back iron, no good. And the rebound bounces out to the elbow where it's corralled by Platteview. So Milliken off the right side to Mosman. Now here's Draper, kicks it out. Stewart, 3-ball, no good, off target. And the rebound tracked down in the far corner by Wyatt Wubbles. Dakota Klein running the length of the floor. Klein, right side, bounces it to Wubbles in the lane, takes a power dribble, and that's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to the Trojans. Jimmy Moat saying, Wyatt, next time go up with it. As it'll be Platteview basketball with 7:01 to play in the fourth, with the Trojans up 43-38. Platteview left side. Now they get Draper to Milliken on the right elbow. Milliken back out Draper. 3-ball top of the key. Off by a mile. And now here's Dakota Klein with the defensive rebound. Up the floor, Alex Small running up the left side. Kicks it out to a trailing Dakota Klein. In the lane, Dakota Klein spins. Puts up a shot. Blocked by Milliken. Ball fought for on the loose ball, on the ground. And now up the floor. Here comes Platteview. Right side, here's Ezra Stewart in the lane. Great job staying vertical by Wyatt Wubbles, and a better no call by the official. And so here we are, 43-38, Norris with the basketball, 6:20 to go, fourth quarter. Left side, Bozinger, pull up, mid-range J, just short. Rebound, Karams out to Mosman, up the floor. Here comes Stewart, one-on-one, layup too short, missed it off the front rim, and Bozinger gets the defensive rebound off the pass from Gardner. Bozinger running the floor, coast to coast, now slows it down, gets it to Gardner Jr., off his leg, put back, no good, and another empty trip that results in a turnover for the Norris Titans. As Milliken has it across the timeline, Milliken on the U of the Huskers logo, and Tim Brodsky wants to talk things over for Platteview. So we'll step aside as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds right after this on The Ticket.
Hey, Joe, check out my new ride. Pretty awesome, huh?
Whoa, that's a sweet convertible. You didn't win this on a game show, right?
Nope, this is all me and my pals at Members Own Credit Union.
Oh yeah, they're the people with the great auto loan rates.
And right now, everyone who transfers or gets a new auto loan has the chance to win a $1,000 gas gift card, too.
Well, you know what this means.
Road trip. Fuel your adventure with an auto loan from Members Own. Restrictions apply. Go to membersowncu.org for details.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sainer back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. 43-38 your score. Platteview, the 2 seed, up on the 7 seed Norris Titans by 5 here. Plenty of time. 5:43 to play, fourth quarter. Here's Draper on the left side. Now top of the key, Stewart. To Ziebert. Backdoor cut. Milliken on the lane, and he is fouled hard from behind. But a nice job there by Alex Small saying, I'm not going to let you have an easy layup, Connor. And now Milliken will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Milliken's first free throw up and good. Milliken's second free throw, no good. Off front iron and rebounded by the Titans. So here comes Bozinger and company, bringing it up across the timeline. Bozinger on the left side, backs it now out to Dakota Klein on the perimeter. Klein drives, splits the defender, stops, mid-range jumper, no good. Offensive board, Wyatt wobbles, can't get the layup to fall, and Platteview cleans up the miss as Draper keeps it away from Norris. So now Draper directly in front of us. Passes right side to Milliken. Milliken dribbling with his right hand. Chris Gardner Jr. ready to check in at the next dead ball. 44-38, Platteview with a 6-point lead. Stewart to Draper, bounce passes it to Milliken. Small almost got in that passing lane, but Milliken able to recover. Now we have a traveling violation by Connor Milliken. .449 to play. Fourth quarter, 44-38. It's a 6-point Platteview lead. Dakota Klein now right side. Small to Bozinger. Bozinger dribbling in. Spin move. Great shot fake, and he gets the layup to fall. It's 44-40. Dakota Klein working on Mosman. Mosman drives. Shot. Good. Off the glass and in. It's back to a 6-point Platteview lead as Klein will bring it across the timeline. Working left to right are the Titans. Here's Alex Small with it on the right wing. Top of the key, Bozinger. Steps back, 3 ball on the way. Off the iron, no good. Offensive board wobbles, and it's going to be a foul called on Platteview. I think this is going to go on Ezra Stewart, and if so, that's number 4 on him. So Ezra Stewart pleading to the coaches saying, don't take me out, don't take me out. But they looked at him and said, just for 1 minute. So I'd expect Stewart to come back in and around the 3-minute mark here as we have 4:09 to play left in the fourth. Folkert's 3, bounces around and out, and Milliken skies high for the defensive rebound. So now Milliken across the timeline, crosses over Milliken in the lane. Way too easy for Connor Milliken, as that puts the Trojans up 8. Now Norris needing something on offense. Folkerts drives left side, stops, looking in the lane, passes out to Dakota Klein on the top of the key, driving on Wickman, and he's fouled by Cale Wickman. Good call by the official, as Wickman had both hands on the hip of the ball handler. So inbound underneath their own bucket for Norris. They'll get it into Wubbles. Now, Chris Gardner at the free throw line, driving on Milliken. Almost got it stripped. Now put up, no good. And Milliken gets away with what was probably a foul, but Milliken gets away with it as here we have it. Milliken on the right side of the lane, and he is bumped, and he is fouled with 3:22 to play in the fourth. 48-40. Platteview with an 8-point lead. They throw it up top to Ryman Zebert. Now Zebert almost got it picked out of his hands. Luckily saves it from going out of bounds right in front of the Platteview bench. And now here is Draper with it. 3:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. Platteview up by 8. Now Zebert. Milliken got knocked down. Now Zebert in the lane. Kicks it back out. Mosman to Draper. We're under 3 minutes to play. Now Mosman. Driving right side. Trey Mosman gets shut down by Bozinger. Now he'll back it out. And now Platteview just in absolutely no hurry as the pass intercepted. And now we have a foul on Ryman Zebert. That's going to be number 2 on Zebert. Cale Wickman checks out for Platteview as Ezra Stewart comes back in with those 4 personal fouls right around the 2:40 mark like we mentioned earlier. At the line to shoot 1-1, McCoy Folkerts, the freshman. First one on the way, good. Big free throw here for the freshman, McCoy Folkert, coming in, measuring at a 5'9". Second free throw good for Folkerts, and we have a full timeout charged to the Norris Titans. We'll step aside as well for 60 seconds. It's a 6-point ball game, 2:40 to play in the fourth, right here at PBA on 93.7 The Ticket.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You want to talk about a turnaround? Listen to this. Tim Miles at San Jose State just beat Nevada in their conference tournament. How about this? Tim Miles has now taken San Jose State to their first 20-win season in over 40 years. So Tim Miles and San Jose State move on in their conference tournament. Obviously, Tim Miles was the conference's coach of the year for San Jose State. And now, once again, their first 20-win season in over 40 years. But back here at PBA, Platteview with it. Passes across the court. Now here's Draper with a nice little pass fake to Mosman. Now Milliken directly in front of us. Alex Small on him. Milliken floater good. So now Norris needs to go quick as Small in the lane gets it knocked out of his hands, and it's going to go to Platteview. And Jimmy Moats asking for help. Seeing that, did any other official see that it went off the hand of a Platteview Trojan, and they're not even going to ask for help. So they're going to just inbound it. Platteview basketball, 50-42. Pass here, right side Draper to Ezra Stewart, now to Mosman to Milliken. Now Milliken directly in front of us. In the lane. Milliken layup good, and it's a double-digit Platteview lead. 1:52 to play, fourth quarter. Small left side to Folkerts. Folkerts turning around now. Chris Gardner Jr. almost got it picked by Milliken, and that is going to be a foul on Connor Milliken. Tim Brodsky not happy about that one.
Checking in for the Titans. Number 0, Dakota Clyde. Number 23, Ryan Edwards. Along with number 2, Jacob Gettle. In the Trojans, number 40, Ryan Siebert. At the free throw line, Norris. Number 10, Chris Gardner Jr. Shooting off and on.
So now Chris Gardner Jr. at the line, misses the free throw, the front end of the 1-and-1. Draper now with it, 1:43 to play. Dakota Klein almost takes away the pass, but Mosman comes away with it. Mosman back to Milliken, and that's the guy who they want the ball in the hands of. If you're a Platteview Trojan, as Milliken crosses over and now brings it back out to the logo. Milliken on the right side. Nice find on the doorstep. Ezra Stewart layup good. And it's a 12-point Trojan lead. As Dakota Klein dribbling right side, kicks it out small, gets double, now to Klein, top of the key, wobbles, three ball will not count as it's a Norris Titan timeout with 1:08 to play here in the fourth quarter, and things are starting to look bleak if you're a Norris Titan fan. 54-42, Platteview Trojans with a 12-point lead, really taking over here in the final quarter of play. Our game coming up next at around 7:45 or so is going to be Scotts Bluff against the York Dukes. Scotts Bluff, the 3 seed, while the York Dukes are the 6 seed. These two teams had not played all season long, but there is a long list of rivalry between those two schools, as not a lot of good blood, if you would, bad blood, if you will. 1:08 to play, fourth quarter, 54-42. Once again, Connor Milliken going to Dort to continue his basketball career. We saw Alec Noonan going to Midland. Now Milliken going to Dort. As here we have the Titans and Bosinger off the glass. It falls. Extended defensive pressure here as Draper gets it. Nice little flash up the floor, and Ezra Stewart's going to be fouled with 53 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It's going to be the first on Bosinger. Just the 6th team foul on the Titans, so it'll have to be a sideline inbound here for Platteview. Stobie checks in for Platteview. Mosman to inbound. Now Milliken near the logo. Right side, he is fouled. No shot, so it's going to be 1-and-1. At the line to shoot 1-and-1, Connor Milliken. With Platteview up by 10, 54-44. First one on the way, Milliken got it. Milliken's second one on the way, also good. Nothing but net on that one. 56-44. It's back to a 12-point lead for Norris as they'll cross the timeline. Dakota Klein pushing the pace. Bornschlegel with it. Layup good by Bornschlegel. And with 38 seconds to go, the Titans trail by 10. And they will take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
$56-46, the score. 38 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. As Platteview throws it in, they get it into Milliken. Now Milliken's going to be fouled with 36 seconds on the game clock, and Milliken will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1 once again. Stabby comes into the game for Platteview.
Checking in for the Vikes, number 3, Joshua Single, number 22, McCoy Colbert. And number 4, Barrett Bussier. In the approaches, number 30, Dean Stokey. At the line for Platteview, number 2, Connor Milliken. Shooting 1 and 1.
So Milliken at the line to shoot 1 and 1. First one on the way, good. It's back to an 11-point ball game. Like I said earlier, Milliken, the one guy that you do not want if you are Norris to be at the line to shoot free throws. He's hit 3 of 3, now 4 of 4 in the last 2 possessions. So here is Norris down by 12, less than 30 seconds to play. Dakota Klein kicks it out. 3-ball, Bozinger, he's fouled with the bucket from beyond the arc. How about that? Barrett Bozinger, obviously the cousin of Maddie Bozinger, the Husker volleyball player who also went to Norris, but the cousin of her. So now Barrett Bozinger at the line to shoot 1 free throw, 58-50. So now Milliken ready to inbound. He'll get it into Stewart, gets it to Mosman. Mosman in the lane, and he's fouled with 25 seconds on the clock. 58-50 the score. Trojans of Platteview up by 8. On the way, Mosman drills it. 25 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Once again, for around 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, we'll have York and Scotts Bluff coming at you from PBA. Jay Foreman will join me for that one as Mosman's second free throw also good. It's back to a double-digit lead, 60-50. So now Dakota Klein with 22 seconds to play gets it knocked out of his hands. It goes off his leg, and that will about do it as the benches are emptying for Norris. And now Platteview, the celebration begins. Cale Wickman comes in. Number 35, Taryn Riley comes in. Number 20, Elijah Steele. Number 23, Jackson Adams. And number 33, Jaden Pinkerton all check in for Platteview. For Norris, number 13, Levi Colson. Number 5, Alex Zetterman. Number 12, Grady Finley. Number 23, Jarrett Behrens. And number 24, Thomas Hansmeyer. All check in for the Titans with less than 20 seconds to go. Platteview with it. They'll throw it to the logo. They'll screen right. Top of the key, Cale Wickman with it. Left side, 8 seconds on the game clock. Now Wickman right side. And we have a timeout just to get a substitute in as number 15, Blake Macklin, comes in. So now Platteview will hold it for the final 4 seconds in this one. And Platteview will advance to tomorrow's semifinal game and play the winner of our following games, Scotts Bluff and York. So Platteview moves on to the Class B semifinal. They will play tomorrow right here at Pinnacle Bank Arena at 3:15 p.m. Thanks again for tuning in for this Class B quarterfinal matchup. Your final score, Platteview 60, the Norris Titans 50 from PBA. Nick Sanders saying so long for now. Thanks again to my man Carter Laundry back in the studio pushing all the buttons. But that'll do it for us from Pinnacle Bank Arena. For the meantime, when we come back, it'll be York and Scotts Bluff coming up in just a moment. Is that true, Jay? He had 36? Connor Milliken at 36? Hold on, I got to turn you up. Before we close out, Connor Milliken at 36?
Yes, 36 points, and it looked easy.
Yeah, way too easy for Connor Milliken, and I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow he does a similar thing.
Yeah, they made him work for it, but, at the end of the day, he's an efficient scorer.
Yeah.
He plays the basketball game the right way. He's tough. He's physical. He's quick. Got a good shot. Got a good head on his shoulders. moves without the basketball.
Yeah.
And he's a pretty much a 4-level scorer. He can score around the rim, middle of the lane, mid-range, and deep.
Yeah.
Really, really impressive performance by Connor Milliken. Let's send it back to the studio. Your final score, Platteview 60, Norris 50. We'll get ready for York and Scottsbluff and have that one coming up in about 30 minutes right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Basketball team. I'm here to tell you about my favorite men's store in Nebraska, and that's Gary Michaels Clothiers in Lincoln. When I went off to college, I purchased my suit from them and another when I attended Big Ten Media Day. Their fashion sense, clothing knowledge, and tailoring is unparalleled. Simply said, no one does it better than Gary Michaels Clothiers, located in Village Gardens, 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Welcome to Lincoln State Hoops fans. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill at 10th and P is your go-to spot for the small town feel in the middle of Lincoln's downtown area. Come enjoy great food and great drinks for lunch or dinner and before or after any game at Rosie's. 10th and P.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like getting new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best we can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. We're on the brink of spring cleanups for all of our existing customers and have limited spots left. We trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give us a call today at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of our designers and get ready for Tailored Life's grand opening in Bennett.
Come see the state's largest display of John Deere equipment at Acres Ag and Turf Expo. Acres Ag professionals and suppliers will be on hand to discuss techniques from tillage and planting to application and harvest. Also, don't miss the full lineup of John Deere mowers and compact tractors. Join us at the Lincoln Lancaster Event Center March 8th and 9th. Go to acres.com to request your free tickets today.
A new year means new goals and upgrading, but that doesn't only apply to health and fitness.